now the two square off.
Fight of craft, a fight of skill.
We'll bring them titles back.
I'm looking forward to this fight.
Get him back in the ring.
Confident that I'll win again. We can't wait to get this fight on.
Welcome back. LA welcomes you.
LA is a nice place. I mean, always when I come to LA, you see friendly faces and you see faces that you know, and the weather's always nice. Even though it's been a little bit chilly this time, but I mean,
I think you brought a little chilly.
You think so? You think I was in New York not long ago, and maybe I brought the chilly weather from New York, but overall, normally the weather's amazing. To wake up to the sun, I mean, it's one of the only places in the world that you can wake up to sun and no rain, not like England.
Definitely. So you were in DC, you did a press conference there. Did you run into the man with the hat, Mustafa?
No, I think he's more embarrassed than anything, to be honest with you. And he still hasn't given his answers why he was there, why he was sat there. He was not meant to be there. And why was he handling scorecards? That's what we wanted to know. Now, he was at the press conference. At the press conference, Lamont and his team were very professional. We was very professional, and we just wanted to promote the fight. Now the fight's being promoted. All the press conferences have been done. Now it's all about going to training camp and training hard for this fight.
So we were there. RU Entertainment was there. We watched every step of the way, first-handedly. Saw the scorecards. Saw the reaction from everyone. Tell me a little bit. I want to talk about for your fans. Tell me a little bit. I met Khan's Army. They're amazing. Tell me a little bit about them and how they've been a big element.
I mean, they've been a big inspiration in my career. I mean, they motivate me to go out there and do more. I mean, Khan's Army. They've been around for since I turned professional, so about 10 years nearly now, including the amateur career. They were always there when I was in the Olympic Games. But very supportive. I mean, the main guy is Madge, who's a very close family friend. I mean, he's like family basically, and he makes sure everyone's together. And you've got all my friends who travel together, and they always pack a full plane out. I mean, they're coming off plane is full of the Khan's Army, and I mean, it's great to have them support.
They're pretty quiet.
You think they're quiet? Man, if you think that's quiet, oh my God. They make noises, and that just pushes you, especially when you're in a fight and you go towards the later rounds, and it's getting tough when you have your people there people who you know. I mean, it feels like being at home.
What's up, Khan's Army? So let me ask you, how long have you known Amir?
Since we were kids, from day one, before he was even a boxer. known Amir. So we know Amir personally. I've not missed a fight since he was 12 years old. Went to the Junior Olympics, never fight since. And as you can see, the Khan's Army is getting bigger and bigger. It's global now. On Facebook, we've got like over 400,000 followers. And every day, mashallah, is growing and growing. Cool. We're with Amir all the way. Vegas, New York, wherever he goes, we're with him no matter where we go. Who's behind him all the way, inshallah. Wherever Amir goes, we take over. So we make it as if Amir's at home, make it feel comfortable. So Amir's got nothing to worry about.
Amir's very successful, however, very humble.
It all comes down to his mum and dad. Mashallah, they're really nice people. Not just to Amir, even when we go away to a fight, to look after us as his family. And that's why more and more people love Amir. He's just the most nicest guy you can meet. And mashallah, we always read Jummah together on Fridays with Amir. And the most nicest Muslim superstar you can come across. And that's why us lads here, no matter where he goes in the world, we're with him all the way.
Do you think, with your fan base and with the Khan Army and everyone behind you, do you think that's what kind of got the rematch afloat? Or?
Yeah, definitely. With the fans who wanted the fight, wanted to see the fight again, who wanted to see the rematch, and also the Khan's Army and my team and Golden Boy who pushed for this fight, because our first Lamont Peterson and his team didn't want anything to do with the rematch, and we pushed for this fight. I mean, it's the biggest payday he's ever going to make, and for him to say that he had other names out there, which I believe he'll never make the same kind of money, I don't know why he wanted to fight them. But I think it maybe is because he knew he got beat the first time. He doesn't want to lose them world titles in the rematch. So now the fight's been made, and I'm glad it's been made after very, very hard negotiations. We got the contract signed by both parties, and now it's done. We're here now. Come May 19th, we'll be ready for the showdown, and we're going to bring them titles back home.
No, we're super excited. I just want to break away a little bit from the boxing. So you're newly engaged. Congratulations. She's gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, she's a nice girl, and she's from New York, and she. I don't think she'd be at the fight because she don't like see me fight. So, but yeah, it's worked out really well. I mean, it was time for me. I'm 25 now, so I thought, time to settle down, and family always pushing me, saying you need to find a nice girl, and I found a nice girl, and I think it was time for me. Yeah.
So New York to Bolton,
difference.
yeah. How's that
Big
gonna
difference. I mean, Bolton's a nice small town. It is in England. Very chilled out. Whereas you got New York, which is got all the high skyscrapers and everything, and a lot of places to see and all the tourist places. But maybe we can go to New York a few more times, and it gives me a chance to go there more often now and spend time there and meet her family and see New York a little bit more.
Sure. I have a question about this engagement party, which we weren't invited to, but anyways. So this hypnotist, Saj, your best friend Saj, got a hypnotist. Was that real?
It was real. Yeah, it was real because at first he said to me, "I want to bring a hypnotist." I said, "Look, it's an engagement. I mean, what's a hypnotist going to be doing there? It's going to be odd. I've never seen a hypnotist in an engagement or a party or anything." So he's like, "Look, leave it to me." So I left it to him. I mean, he really wanted to bring the hypnotist there. I mean, he bought it there, and it was so funny. I mean, the things they were doing, and it really did work because I never believed in that stuff. And it's all about your imagination, how it works. And
I mean, they had your dad, your brother, like 10 of your...
I spoke to my dad afterwards, and he goes, he wasn't really hypnotized. He just had to, kind of sit there and pretend he was, because he said he don't want to look silly, whereas people would have said this hypnotist he's not as good as people say he is. But it worked on Saj, it worked on Haroon, it worked on a few more of my friends, and they were gone. And when I asked them afterwards, like after an hour, I was saying to them, "Look, did it really work? Or were we faking it?" I mean, they said, "Look, we don't remember anything. What happened?" So I had to show them the video.
Oh, yeah?
And then after a couple of hours, that's when they kind of remembered everything, what they were doing, and they were so embarrassed. But it was fun. Everyone enjoyed it, and I never knew it's so funny to have a hypnotist. I mean, now every party I have, I'll have a hypnotist there.
So you think 28 you're going to retire? Or?
I always say, I always believe that around 28 I'm going to retire, but who knows? I mean, I've achieved so much in my career, being a young world champion and then going to Olympics such a young age and becoming a unified champion very young. I think now, I never I love boxing that much, but I think it'll come time when I'm 28 where I've achieved everything, and I always have a thing, I always have a saying, I want to walk out the sport the way I walked in, where a lot of fighters stay in the sport a bit too long and they start getting hurt and, they walk out not right. Now I want to walk out right, and I walk out being a family man and looking after my family and kids. Hi, my name's Amir Khan, and you're watching RU Entertainment.